One final chance for many NBA hopefuls to raise their stock ahead of training camp with a championship on the line tonight in Las Vegas at Thomas & Mack Center as the Charlotte Hornets face the Sacramento Kings. Welcome to the NBA 2K26 Summer League. Sacramento looking to become the first franchise to win 3 Summer League titles. Beat Toronto in the semifinals. Charlotte beat Oklahoma City, advancing to its first ever Summer League championship game. And hi everyone, Dave Pasch, Corey Alexander will be joined by George Sedano here in a little bit. Corey, both these teams are trying to build playoff rosters and both feel they found some players that fit their systems to help them win more games this coming season. Let's go ahead and start with Isaac Jones, who yesterday had maybe the best game of anybody in Summer League.
Absolutely. When you consider the fact that the Sacramento Kings have a need, especially at that power forward position, Isaac Jones fits right in. Maybe not as a starter, but possibly off the bench. But when you have a team high, plus 21, an efficient 13 of 17 from the field, and 9 of 11 at the free throw strike, you can play for anyone. Isaac Jones, whose contract was converted from a two-way to a standard deal last season, can be a part of the Kings rotation this year.
And he played in 40 games for the Kings during the regular season. They lost in the play-in tournament. Meanwhile, the Hornets won fewer than 20 games, but they have a lot of talent on their young roster. Jalen Sims played just 6 games last year. He may have earned more minutes.
He very well could have, especially when you come out and make your first 4 threes. He shot the basketball extremely well in their semifinal matchup, and each team needs shooting. Jalen Sims absolutely provides that, but it's not only his shooting. The ability to go off the bounce, strong finishes at the rim, opportunities for extra points at the free throw strike, and continuing to be aggressive, attacking downhill, coupling with a depth shooting touch from beyond the three-point arc.
And moments ago, our own George Sedano caught up with Jalen Sims.
Thanks, Dave. Jalen, what's been the mindset and the conversations heading into this one?
Keep doing what we're doing. We're 5-0 right now. We're not going to change what we've been doing. We're not going to change the recipe. Keep doing what we're doing.
What's at the top of the scouting report when you look at those guys over there?
I mean, they're good. They got great bigs. They're just a great team. They didn't get here for a reason. I mean, they're here for a reason. So we just got to stay together in this game.
Jalen, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
All right, George, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. Con Knippel, who was injured and left in the second half. You see he's got some stitches and tape about his right eye. But he is in the starting lineup. He was their first-round pick, number 4 overall. Ryan Kalkbrenner, second-round pick. Sims, Walker, and KJ Simpson, who played a ton of games last year for Charlotte. Isaac Jones, Nick Clifford, who's been one of the standout rookies here in Las Vegas. Devin Carter, who played 36 games with the Kings this year. Maxime Reynaud, their second-round pick, and Isaiah Stevens, the other starting players for Sacramento.
Consider that Charlotte has been able to do this without their other first-round pick, Liam McNeely, who played in 2 games and had a great start to his professional career, averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds a game in the 2 games. Of course, both wins in Summer League, considering that neither of these teams playing for this championship have lost a game.
Members of the front office and coaching staff for both teams are in attendance to watch these games. What is the biggest thing in a championship game that talent evaluators want to see?
Win. You know what it is. It's just win, baby. Whatever is necessary for you to walk away from here with the ring, whatever you have to do, go get it done.
And Nick Clifford does just that. The rookie out of Colorado State, the 24th pick in the draft. Struggled yesterday in the semis, was in foul trouble for a good part of the game.
Yeah, wasn't allowed to be aggressive. And remember, we go to 6 fouls back to regulation in comparison to the 10 fouls that you get in the first 4 games of Summer League.
There's Knippel off the bounce and in and out on the triple try. Reynaud with a good challenge. Knippel was 5 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 6 from 3 in the semis before he got hurt. Knocked out of bounds by Walker. Shot clock at 11. Sacramento won the championship in 2014 and 2021. This shot on the runner by Stevens, one and done for Sacramento.
And a big-time rebound by KJ Simpson, who had double-figure rebounds at the point guard position in yesterday's game.
He also had 7 assists and 8 points. Played in 36 games, started 15 for Charlotte this past season. Here's Knipple inside to Kalkbrenner.
And a nice cut by Kalkbrenner, just making himself available right under the rim as 2 defenders converged on Knipple, made it an easy assist.
Kalkbrenner, the 34th pick in the draft, played 5 years at Creighton. Clifford, great ball fake, goes up and scores over Kalkbrenner.
But recognizing that Kalkbrenner is a shot blocker, he is going to fly. So nice ball fake, as you mentioned, by Nick Clifford, just to get enough space for the jump hook.
3 years at Colorado, 2 at Colorado State before being drafted last month. Three-pointer from KJ Simpson after he went 0 for 4 from deep yesterday. Simpson, a first-team All-Pac-12 player at Colorado 2 years ago. Reynaud missed a long 3. Rebound Walker. Simpson, Kalkbrenner wide open underneath as Sacramento fell asleep defensively.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you lose the tallest guy on the court. Ryan Kalkbrenner at 7'2", wide open under the rim.
Reynaud goes right at the rim and throws it down.
Strong finish by Reynaud. You mentioned Pac-12 first team. He was the most improved player in the Pac-12 the same year that KJ Simpson was first team, but then he was first team All-ACC a year ago. I'll let the people at home figure that one out.
I can't figure it out. Simpson with another basket. He's got 5 of the 9 for Charlotte.
Aggressive start for KJ Simpson, who, of course, his leadership is a huge factor on this Charlotte team. Spent a lot of time with their big club a year ago.
Clifford in and out on the 3. Kalkbrenner with the board. Charlotte has won fewer than 30 games the last 3 years. They've missed the playoffs 9 straight years, but injuries a big reason why they struggled this year. LaMelo Ball played just 47 games. Brandon Miller just 27 games this past year for Charlotte.
And with the LaMelo Ball injuries is part of the reason why this young man, KJ Simpson, was able to get heavy minutes this year for the Charlotte Hornets. Started 15 games for the big club, and his experience is showing here early.
Hornets brought in some shooting with Pat Connaughton. Simpson will battle Colin Sexton for some playing time, you would imagine. Sexton, an acquisition this offseason. The Hornets also brought in Spencer Dinwiddie, Mason Plumlee, as well as the draft picks.
Great moves by Jeff Peterson, the new general manager for the Charlotte Hornets, with his second year. But when you consider Colin Sexton, who can be a backup but also can play alongside LaMelo Ball, a guy that's a combo guard, of course, can absolutely score.
Good hands by Walker, breaking up the pass. Knipple penetrates, takes it to the basket and scores.
And a strong drive by Knipple to go at the shot blocker in Reynaud and still be able to sneak it through.
Reynaud from deep, drills a 3. He's got 5 of the 8 for Sacramento.
And he has that ability to be able to stretch it from beyond the arc.
Oh, check that 5 of the 9 points, and then a foul called as Isaac Jones took a shot upstairs.
Yeah, and with that elbow going above the shoulder, it's going to be interesting to see. Doesn't look as though the officials are going to even look at this. But oftentimes we see that become an offensive foul. You see the attack by Sims. Watch the right elbow above the shoulders make contact. But I guess with not really much of a reaction from Isaac Jones, they're not going to go check it out.
Sims back at the free throw line. He missed that one after making 2 earlier. And Isaac Jones has some blood. A little surprised they didn't look at that given the situation.
Yeah,
with the initial reaction.
Yeah, and that's the really surprising part is when you see that play, and we've watched it here in Summer League multiple times where guys lead and bring their elbows up above the shoulders where they've called an offensive foul and oftentimes going over to check to see if that should be upgraded.
Right, even if it's incidental contact and you've got a defensive foul, you still go look to see if there was a flagrant act.
But I honestly believe that without much of a reaction from Isaac Jones, and him not going to the officials and saying to them to look at it, that's part of the reason why they didn't. Because oftentimes when players feel like they've got the wrong side of it, they will make sure to get the officials' attention.
Sacramento went 40-42 last year. They missed the playoffs the last 2 years after making the postseason and losing to the Warriors in the first round of 2023. They made a coaching change earlier this season. That's Dip Mystery, who is in his 3rd year on the Kings staff and is the Summer League head coach. But Doug Christie is here. He was the interim coach when Mike Brown was let go. Brown, of course, now the Knicks head coach. Christie had the interim tag removed in the offseason. B.J. Armstrong sitting next to him. He's the assistant GM. And Scott Perry, who is the general manager, is to the right of your screen there. And there's Vivek Ranadive, the owner.
The entire organization for the Sacramento Kings in the building. GM Scott Perry was actually back in Sacramento trying to move in to his new place as he relocates back to Sac, but had to be here for this championship contest.
Reynaud traveled. A little surprised he didn't shoot the 3.
Especially after he just made one. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You just knocked down one 3-pointer. As you see, Kalkbrenner tries to close out, but more than enough space for Reynaud to get the 3 off.
Simpson lobs it up for Kalkbrenner. Got past his man and then finds the big on the alley-oop.
And really caught Reynaud flat-footed in the middle of no man's land right there. Wasn't sure whether to contest Simpson or stay back with Kalkbrenner.
Nice drive by Carter getting around the defender. Devin Carter, son of Anthony, who's coached in the NBA and was a player for 13 years. Walker on the spot up. Hit it. Charlotte is 7 of 8 from the floor and 2 of 3 from behind the arc.
And that's a weapon for the Hornets. They've got guys on all different facets that can shoot the 3-ball. And when you consider that Kalkbrenner's been able to get open easily a number of times, that means they missed some guys on the perimeter. This time it was M.J. Walker, and his 3 is good.
NBA 2K26 Summer League is proudly sponsored by NBA 2K26. Rated E for everyone.
Pass, there we go. Take ball, take ball. And 1! Yeah, TJ. Yeah, KJ, driver. We need to stop, White. Hey, come here. No. We're giving up the lead. We got to stay with it. Get back. Take ball. Off him. You want me to get big fella? Hey, Mr. Ref. That's a big fella down there. Trail me. Good pass, see? Oh! That's a pro foul. That's an NBA foul. Yes, sir, calm. Way to rebound, y'all. That's our run. Maintain.
Back in Las Vegas, we look at the upcoming WNBA schedule. ESPN Tuesday, the Liberty taking on Indiana, Atlanta, and Las Vegas at 10 Eastern. Las Vegas in action again Thursday on Prime Video against Indiana. We'll see if Caitlin Clark is back for that. She did not take part in the All-Star game yesterday due to injury.
Mason Jones checking in, who had a big performance in the semifinal matchup yesterday. 17 points for him.
Missed 3 that time. Sacramento down 8 midway through this opening quarter. Damian Baugh checking in 2 for Charlotte. He was an assistant and a rebound shy of a triple-double in the semifinals.
Only the second shot missed of the game for the Hornets. KJ Simpson unable to get that 3 to go.
And Jones fouled. Reach in by Josh Aduro. His first. Substitutions for Sacramento is Reynaud and Jones will go to the bench. Cardwell and Plowden will check in.
Aduro gave Charlotte good minutes yesterday, but getting a little earlier nod because P.J. Hall, who would be coming in that spot, signed a two-way with the Memphis Grizzlies earlier today, so he will not be playing for the Charlotte Hornets, but is still on the bench with the Hornets looking to get his Summer League ring.
Sims attacks, and a defensive foul is called. Again, contact upstairs. But a blocking foul, and more free throws for Sims. We are pleased to be joined now by rookie Kon Knueppel, who is the number 4 pick in the draft. Con, Dave Pasch, Corey Alexander, thanks for the time. First of all, tell us about how you're doing after the fall. Yesterday, we saw the tape above your eye there.
Yeah, I'm all right. Obviously taped up, got 5 stitches yesterday, hit the ground pretty hard. And I have to wear this stupid headband. So,
wait,
yeah.
Con, you don't think that you're pulling the headband look off?
Not at all.
Well, I tell you what, you've had P.J. Hall with you guys for the first 5 games of this, and now he gets a two-way with the Grizzlies. You still give him a ring if you guys win this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's been great for us. He just had a great attitude.
Con, what's been the biggest learning experience for you playing in these Summer League games?
Here we go, DB. I mean, really just getting used to the NBA game, the spacing and everything. But it's been really fun.
Con, as you consider this opportunity for you to go in Charlotte and stay in the state where you made your name at Duke, is that a great opportunity? You think that'll bring even more of the fan base in the state of North Carolina to you guys' games?
Yeah, I think it's really a really cool perk, staying in the state and being able to compete for the Hornets.
Last question, Con, have you had a chance to connect with LaMelo Ball at all and talk about, playing together this season?
A little bit. He's been out here in Vegas. He went back a couple days ago, but it was cool to have their support out here.
All right, man. Thank you, and good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it. Kon Knueppel, kind enough to spend a couple minutes with us right in the middle of a game while he's trying to cheer on his team.
Yep.
And trying to win a ring.
Concentrating, too. We're trying to break his concentration. He's locked in. Kon as well as Sion James, both from the Duke Final Four starting lineup, which the entire starting lineup was drafted this year. But both of those guys, the starting backcourt for the Blue Devils, will be playing a couple hours south on 85. I'm sure there will be a strong contingent of Blue Devil faithful in the building to watch the Hornets this season.
Shot clock down to 4. Simpson, nice pass underneath. Great strip by Cardwell, and it's a shot clock violation.
Dylan Cardwell showing off the great hands. His head coach at Auburn, Bruce Pearl, said that he was the best defender in the country simply because he felt like he could guard 1 through 5. They could switch with Dylan Cardwell, but he also was a rim protector in showing off his great hands on the last defensive possession.
Spent 5 years at Auburn, and how much weight did you say he lost?
Well, he lost the weight in high school his junior year, moving from Augusta, Georgia, coming to Oak Hill Academy. He came in and was close to 300 pounds, and he put on that Oak Hill 15 once he got there. So got above 300 pounds, but then put in the work on his own to start running, start working out, start lifting. Got down to about 250 pounds, truly transformed his body, and part of the reason why he's been able to be successful at the college level and hopefully here at the NBA level.
And showed some skill there under the basket, laying it in with English.
Yes, he did. Nice job there. And again, doesn't take many shots, likes to do more of his work on the defensive end, but is absolutely athletic enough to make plays at the rim.
Knueppel will fire. No good on the 3. He is 0 for 2 from behind the arc after a 2 for 6 shooting performance from deep yesterday. And one would think that's going to have to go down for him to get minutes as a rookie.
Absolutely. I mean, again, that's what he does. That's his gift. That's his superpower.
But he's struggling right now. Meanwhile, Josh Aduro just picked up his 3rd foul, but Charlotte leads by 8. Charlotte trying to build its roster through the draft. Con Kniffel, number 4 pick. Liam McNeely, 29th. 2 second-round picks. 4 of the top 34 picks in the 2025 NBA draft. Liam McNeely was playing well prior to injury here at Summer League.
And normally when you draft guys really 34 and up is absolutely the first round, but 33, 34, those back-to-back second-round picks, more than likely those are also guaranteed money. So they're close to being like first-round picks when you consider that early in the second round. And these are guys that Jeff Peterson and the brass in Charlotte have felt like they feel a need for this team. And, of course, everyone needs size. They've traded away Mark Williams, traded Nick Richards last year mid-season, so they're going to need size and help up front. Ryan Kalkbrenner can absolutely help with that.
Well, they need bodies. Brandon Miller last year played just 27 games. LaMelo Ball has played only 105 games the last 3 years. Let's assume those guys are healthy. In the East, you've got some teams at the top that are coming back to the pack. You have some teams that were at the 7, 8 spots in the East that should be better. What about Charlotte?
Well, I believe Charlotte can definitely make a jump. And I'm not sure they get into the upper echelon of the East just with the additions that they've made, but I believe it's simply about making progress in Charlotte. As you mentioned, haven't been to the playoffs in 9 straight seasons. This is a team that you would like to see in the play-in, at least in one of those top 10 spots when the season ends.
Well, Kalkbrenner certainly helping his cause. 9 points so far, 4 of 4, just hit a 3, and the lead is up to 13. Shot clock down to 3. Here's Jones for 3, way off the mark. Charlotte shooting 71% from the floor. Again, this is a 10-minute quarter, and they got 29 points with 1:15 to go. Ball with the kick. Here's Kniffel, and there he hits his first 3 of the night. It's an 8-0 run, and the lead is 16.
And Damian Ball continues to do what he did yesterday, distribute the basketball. We talked about KJ Simpson. Damian Ball actually led the Hornets with 9 assists off the bench in their semifinal win.
All right, this time you hit a layup. Let's go, guard up.
Really? Why don't you just watch it on NBA League Pass?
They're giving me every angle.
Yeah, I see that, but okay. You get multi-view and multiple angles.
What about local language streams? Show them, son.
Yeah, they got that too.
Well, kids, we'll remember this day.
Nothing like watching League Pass with the family, huh?
take a look at how the top 5 picks in the NBA draft fared here in Las Vegas. Ace Bailey didn't play. Cooper Flagg played just a couple games. What stood out to you about what you saw from Flagg?
Well, you think about Cooper Flagg, the second game, the response after what he said was probably one of the worst games in his life, where he went 5 for 21, coming back with 31 points on the fish of 10 of 20 shooting. But more importantly, his ability to handle the basketball versus pressure. Only 3 turnovers in 2 games, primarily as the ball handler and playing the point guard position, which is new for Cooper. I thought he had a productive 2 games. VJ Edgecombe going to Philadelphia. Joel Embiid obviously has to be healthy for Philadelphia to be back, but if he is healthy and back to where he was a couple years ago with Paul George and Maxey, they could be a threat. How does Edgecombe help them? I believe he brings another competitive player off the bench, most likely for them, but also his ability to play with pace helps him alongside a guy like Tyrese Maxey, who's as fast as it gets in the NBA level. Crawford had that shot barely touch the rim. Knipple up the floor. Kalkbrenner got great position, but Cardwell breaks up the pass at the last second. First turnover of the game for Charlotte, and a foul by the Hornets on the Mason Jones drive. And it'll be Jones shooting 2 free throws. Talk with Mason Jones prior to the game. This is the G League Finals MVP. I asked him, are you okay? In game 3, watched him strain an oblique, but he said he would not miss this for anything. Another opportunity for him to get a ring and a championship. He would lay it all on the line here this evening. That's the first free throw for Sacramento in the quarter. One of the great things about Summer League is it gives older players, and Mason's 27, but that's old for Summer League, gives them another opportunity to make a team. He's played in 51 career NBA games with 4 different teams, including Sacramento, 10 games this past season, hoping for another chance in the fall. Well, they like him in the Sacramento organization. Of course, you talked about his success with the Stockton Kings, but more importantly, his ability to play both guard positions as Kon Knipple is able to get all the way to the rim after a made free throw, which of course is unacceptable for any coach. 7 points now for Knipple. Clouds' 3, no good. Kalkbrenner with the board. And Charlotte will hold for the final shot of the opening quarter. Hornets 5 of 8 from 3, 75% overall from the floor. Baugh going chest to chest with the defender. 2 seconds to go. Baugh all the way. 3, no good as the buzzer sounds. But Charlotte puts up 34 first quarter points. Well, it started with raining threes for the Hornets. Maxime Reynaud has one for the Kings. And on the other end, Ball responds.
Welcome back to NBA 2K26 Summer League here in Las Vegas with Maxime Reynaud of the Kings. Simpson and Kalkbrenner really causing damage there. How do you try to limit them?
Yeah, I mean, we got to talk more on defense. Got to be more physical. They have a really nice pick and roll 1-2. When you start tagging, you start being more aggressive on the ball.
Offensively, how do you feel about your shot profile at the moment?
I mean, I think right now we're taking a lot of threes. We're not necessarily being as aggressive as we want. We have a lot of matchup with Kalkbrenner trying to go out of a point guard. So, yeah, we just got to be more aggressive there, too.
Maxime, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, back to you.
George, his first answer about the defense, unfortunately for the Kings, again, a poor possession to start the second. Yeah, a straight line drive by Damian Ball, who took the brunt of that one, a little slow getting back down the floor, but the Kings unable to take advantage of it. Long 2 is good for Tavion Kinsey, a rookie out of Marshall. Tell you what, if you look at this Hornets Summer League team, KJ Simpson played a great point guard, but how about Damian Ball? He continues to add positive plays. And of course, as I speak about it, he missed a shot. But other than that, he has been on point. He started a couple games this year for the Hornets, played 15 overall and averaged 7 points per game while getting minutes in the NBA this past season. Yeah, but I think his distributing has been even more impressive, the way he's been able to find his teammates. 9 assists in the semifinal win. Well, of course, they were able to blow out the Thunder. Offensive rebound off the missed 3. But out of bounds is Isaac Jones. Well, Chris Gent is the coach for the Charlotte Hornets here in Summer League. He's been a long-time NBA assistant. The head coach for the Hornets of their NBA squad is Charles Lee. He's expected to join us at some point here in the second quarter, entering his second year. Another drive to the basket. This time Knipple can't finish.
But another straight line drive. No one in gaps because they're fearful of leaving the shooters for the...
Oh! Wow, Plowden way up there off the offensive rebound. That caught everybody by surprise, not just the Hornets. I think his own teammates.
And is that a play that can really get the Kings inspired to pick the effort up defensively? And it does that. Plowden now getting on the floor after it. And getting possession.
Corey, how about Vivek Ranadive, the owner, stood right up after that and got all jacked up, excited about Plowden diving on the floor.
You know the problem with that? Did Doug Christie, Scott Perry, did any of his guys beside him get up? Look at this play by Plowden. Oh, my goodness. You got to get a body on that man to make sure he doesn't finish on the highlight like that. I think we're going to see that on SportsCenter later.
Plowden going to turn 27 years of age next month. He spent this past year with the Hawks, played 6 games for Atlanta. Jones driving kick to the corner, and Clifford stepped out of bounds.
But right now, down 14 points. This is where the Kings have to get that point of attack closer up on the defensive end. You don't want to allow the Hornets to continue to be comfortable and having this double-digit lead. It's time to start trying to force turnovers, putting pressure on them defensively in the full court.
The jump was impressive, but the hustle on defense, diving on the floor, that's how you're going to have a chance to make a run.
That's the way, and especially when you're doing it right in front of your owner, your GM, your head coach, and your assistant GM.
On the pull-up, Simpson missed. Backside rebound and a hard foul. DJ Rodman attacking the basket and draws the foul.
Daquan Plowden getting the loose ball, getting to it as he goes over, and the effort got him the basketball back because that absolutely went off of Plowden last. He shouldn't have, the Kings shouldn't have gotten that basketball. However, the ball don't lie because they were unable to capitalize on that turnover.
Nick Clifford commits the foul, and so DJ Rodman, son of Dennis Rodman, at the line. DJ spent some time collegiately at Washington State and then finished up at USC, was in the G League this past season. Hit a couple threes in the semifinals, and if that improves for him, if his shot improves, because he was not a great shooter in college, that certainly will help his case.
Well, a nice corner crash there for an offensive rebound attempt that got him to the free throw line, but I don't think you would expect anything less of Dennis Rodman's son.
Jones may have traveled. Corner three, too strong, and Rodman with the rebound.
That was a travel when I played. It's no longer a travel. They're able to get away with that today.
Knipple straight on three, off the heel. He's 1 for 4 from behind the arc. Entry pass to Jones. Flips it up, draws the foul.
But look at what happens when Isaac Jones gets his hands on the basketball. Not only the player guarding him, but you see immediately Ryan Kalkbrenner coming down to send the double team. When you go for 36 in the semifinal game, you're absolutely going to be at the top of the scouting report in the championship final.
And he still does not have an official field goal attempt in this game. And he misses his first free throw try. Well, it's go time in NBA 2K25. Enter this locker code to redeem a 100+ overall pack in my team. Don't miss out on this heat. Three rebounds, but just 1 point now for Isaac Jones,
who was unstoppable yesterday. Every time that there was an issue, there was any type of adversity for the Kings, they got the ball in his hands, and he made a play.
Simpson gets past Carter, scoops it up, it won't fall. And then Carter's pass almost thrown out of bounds. He gets it back, and Isaac Jones puts it down after an errant alley-oop pass.
Yeah, it was more of a throwdown, literally. He threw that one in the basket in the comparison to being able to dunk it, but still counts for 2 points. Acrobatic play from Jones.
First field goal for Jones. Nice defense by Jones. With the knockaway on Kalkbrenner, it's going to stay with the Hornets. 13 to shoot.
A play that looked like a disaster from the beginning ends up being a highlight as Jones is able to use the touch, but then the Hornets get an easy one on the sideline out of bounds play.
Simpson knocks it out of play in the front court. Too many layups surrendered by the Kings here in the first half.
Especially after after made buckets or even on special teams plays like a sideline out of bounds. You can't give up a wide open layup as such.
18 paint points for Charlotte. Trying to win its first ever Summer League title. Carter's three is good.
But once again, Carter backpedaling. They've got to be up at this point. You got to make sure you make up some of this lead now. Don't allow the Hornets to be able to go into halftime with a comfortable lead.
Carter was 0 for 6 from deep yesterday. The Kings had missed 7 straight threes before that make. Simpson misses again in the paint. Sacramento looking to run. Carter takes his time and can't make 2 in a row. Kalkbrenner maybe cleared out some space.
Well, we saw Kalkbrenner do the same thing yesterday. Does a great job of keeping the basketball high, not bringing it down where the guards can affect his shot.
Carter misses again. Plowden bats it out, but Kalkbrenner's right there. Simpson, aggressive move, and fouled on the take. He'll shoot 2. It's on Devin Carter, his second personal. Simpson slow to get up. But Kalkbrenner, the leading scorer in the game right now with 11.
And he's been aggressive, and his team has been aggressively looking for him in the post. Playing great traditional big man ball.
Go, nice, go. Okay, hold it. Get the ball, pass it, turn it up.
Today we're at the University of Pretoria. We're doing a junior NBA basketball clinic, and what we're doing is we're just imparting some skills on dribbling, passing, shooting, and all the fundamentals of basketball. What we like to see in junior NBA is lots of smiles, lots of fun. You know, that's when the kids learn more. If you make the experience enjoyable, the kids pay more attention, they're more engaged.
We learned a lot from the coaches, got a lot of insight. Good to see people take interest in it, and it's a good sign to see.
You're not giving anywhere. Okay, you walk by giving good passes.
You're gonna move like this, what?
Look, there's a lot of energy. It's beautiful, man. It brings a lot of hope to us young African kids that, you know, one day we could play at that level. It brings a lot of hope.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. Crazy guys, that's how you make a mistake.
We have a lot of young talent, and we'd like to thank you, NBA Africa, so much for coming here and just, you know, improving our basketball.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. Dave Pasch, Corey Alexander, Charles Lee, the head coach of the Charlotte Hornets, joining us now. What do you think so far, Coach?
I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. It's been fun to watch these guys compete the whole summer league, and today is no different. I think that whoever's been out there and been available, they compete defensively and they share the ball offensively. It's a fun brand of basketball.
And when you get a chance to see this and you look at the way guys play in this summer league team, a guy like KJ Simpson, so now his second summer league, but he played minutes for you this year. Are you able to pick apart things to say we can use this to translate into what we do during the regular season?
Oh, for sure. You know, everything matters in our program. We're always talking about being obsessed with daily improvement. And I think some people approach Summer League and they're like, it's just Summer League. And I would say differently for our players, for our organization, this is another opportunity to get better. And so we come into the Summer League with goals for all of our players, and there's a plan. KJ made great strides last year, but there's still more room to grow and things that he can improve upon, and I think we're seeing it in the Summer League. He's leading the team vocally. He's leading the team by taking care of the ball. Guys want to go under. I thought that was something that he had to grow in this year, being able to shoot that off the dribble 3, and he's done it at a pretty high clip during Summer League, too.
Give me a note on each of the 4 draft picks that you guys have in terms of what you've liked from each so far. here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you know, first of all, kudos to our front office. Jeff and his group did a phenomenal job, I think, of just identifying players that fit what we're looking for on and off the court. And we were fortunate enough to draft 4 really high-level competitors, high-level basketball IQ guys. I think they're going to bring a lot to our group. So I'll start with Khan. And my man's out here playing right now with stitches on the side of his eye. Like, come on.
Yeah, headband game.
Just a warrior out there, which I absolutely love about him. And there was no way we were going to be able to keep him out of this game today. You know, always just trying to impact winning. And I think that everyone sees what he can bring with the shooting. But I just think he's an overall really just solid competitor. Defensively, he's made a couple great stops, I think, so far here, and he communicates at a really high level. And then on top of shooting the ball, he's made just the right pass play when he needs to. Defense collapse, he's throwing lobs. If he's got to play off the 2 feet, he's got some great footwork after the dribble as well. Liam, unfortunately, has been a little bit banged up the last few games, but I think we got to see in his brief time in Summer League what he brings to the table. And there's a high-level, energetic, passionate about basketball guy. I will say the first day he was actually in Charlotte, all he was talking about was, I want to get to the gym. And I was like, well, can we do the physicals? Can we do the press conference? We went to the Charlotte FC game, and I come into the suite, and he's got his phone up, and he's watching all the Summer League games going on everywhere else. So
he's a junkie, huh?
He's an absolute junkie, which is going to just elevate our group even more, which I'm really excited about. And then offensively, we've seen all of his tools that he brings, but the first game out here, I thought he had a huge defensive rebound. That just shows, again, all these guys just trying to help impact winning.
Yeah, we'll touch on the other 2. We got to step away for a moment. We'll come back. We'll talk about Ryan Kalkbrenner and Sion James when we come back with Charlotte head coach Charles Lee.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Kasper Stefanis. Today we hang out in the Industry Pizza.
Is this your first time in New York?
Yeah, second. Yeah, I've been 1 game we played here, but for 1 day in winter. It was so cold, now it's so hot.
That's the New York way. You're already eating like a New Yorker. New York way? Yeah. You fold it like that, so you're already eating like a New Yorker.
I didn't know that's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's like, I expected something like this, and it's pretty good, to be honest.
It's the beginning of something new, you know, the beginning of my dream to continue reaching my goals. So it will be cool, but, you know, I have to start working from day 1, so.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. Charlotte head coach Charles Lee joining Dave Pasch, Corey Alexander here at the table. We were talking about your 2 first-round picks. Let's chat about the 2 second-rounders. I know Sion James hasn't played really here in Summer League, so maybe unfair to evaluate him just yet. But what about Ryan Kalkbrenner, what you've seen?
Yeah, you know, but I would add for Sion, just like all these other guys, he's just so engaged in the game. Getting to talk to him before the game today, he's obviously upset that he wasn't able to be out here and competing with his teammates, but he's like, I'm still just trying to find a way at practices, at shoot-arounds, even right now during the game, to try to help these guys and point things out and impact in any way he possibly can. And that's just the care factor that we get from him. And even in this short time, I think we see his physicality translates to the NBA game immediately. He was mixing it up defensively, refuses to be screened on all types of screens, and then defensive rebounding has been a big focal point of his as well, and he's definitely not afraid to get in there and check somebody if he has to. And then offensively, like, he's been a great connector for us during some of our Summer League practices, and even when he played in that last game, him running the break and just looking for other guys was really big. I thought that he created a lot of offense for us. And then Ryan, I've had the pleasure of being around some really good bigs, and it's funny he wears number 11 because to me he has a little bit of Brooke Lopez in him, him from the standpoint that he's just going to be a good overall basketball player. Like offensively, he understands where to be on the court. When he rolls, he's able to create some advantages for our ball handlers with his screening and his rolling. And then defensively, as we've seen, he's been guarding, I think, the point guard. He's guarded the center. He's been in all different types of coverages, and he's a presence in the paint, too. So I've just loved everything that all these rookies have given us.
I want to ask you about, because you came from two organizations where you won championships, Boston and Milwaukee, what was the biggest adjustment for you, knowing you had a young team that was going to go through growing pains this past season?
Yeah, you know, I think the biggest thing was just staying in love with the process. I think we all say that, and the wins and losses can sometimes distract you from the overall vision of what you got to do. And I just think that with a young team, you have to have that patience and you have to have that stick-to-itness of just staying obsessed with the process. And there's days where I thought that our process was on point, and it might have resulted in a loss or a missed shot or something like that. But that's how we tried to grade ourselves day in and day out. Offensively and defensively, it was just like, what was our process? Did we put ourselves in the best position to have success? And then I think one of the biggest hurdles was just trying to get creative with rotations. And, you know, I've been a part of a lot of teams where availability hasn't been an issue, and we struggled a little bit with that this year. But I thought that it was a testament to the staff that we were able to put together. Our performance staff, our coaching staff was able to weather the storm. The environment that we created every day was super productive and positive. And then to the players, testament, no excuses. Let's just keep trying to make progress. And whoever was available, we went out there and played at a high level.
And of course, you know, coming from the shot clock violation, the Kings trying to make a little bit of run at your Hornets right now, cut the lead to 11. But of course, you know, Milwaukee, Boston, you've been around some true superstars. When you've had the opportunity to coach Giannis and to be able to coach, you know, JT, coach JB, guys who have had success in this league, and as Dave mentioned, won rings. Is that something that you have conversations with guys like LaMelo, guys like B. Millie, and let them know, hey, this is what it takes for you guys to be able to reach that level?
For sure. We definitely talk about, we're trying to build this into one of the premier franchises. And the best way to be able to do that is to attack every day as hard as you possibly can, and don't take it for granted. You know, we'll talk a lot about like love and gratitude and just loving the journey, loving the process, and embracing every part that comes with it. And I say that because all those guys that you mentioned before, they all do it their own way in terms of how they're contributing on the court, or their skill sets are all different. But the thing that was consistent was just their work ethic and their ability to bring everybody else along with them. And I think that we have a really good group that's starting to recognize the importance of that. And even having a lot of our veteran players out here during the Summer League, supporting our rookies, supporting our two-way guys, supporting everybody on our Summer League roster was really important. And I think it just shows how bought in they are to trying to keep moving this thing forward.
Coach, we appreciate the time.
Thank you, guys. I'm glad you guys are done with me, because this seat is helping Sacramento.
Yeah, it hadn't been good when you're sitting here.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the time today.
All right, Charles Lee, head coach of the Charlotte Hornets, spending some time with us. Be year 2 for Coach when training camp gets underway in a couple months. Right now, Sacramento on a 9-0 run after the slam by Isaac Jones.
Yeah, Sacramento making a strong run at the Hornets while Coach is over here with us. He's starting to get a little antsy as he sees that lead dwindle down.
And a timeout by Chris Gent, who is the Summer League coach for the Hornets. Their lead is down to 7. It was 18 at one point.
And you absolutely classified this one as a dunk. It's all over the rim for Isaac Jones.
To the final 2 competitors in the first round. Del Curry will be on the left of your screen, out of Charlotte, shooting 40% this year. The defending long-distance shootout champion, Mark Price, on the right.
If the game is on the line, I like both of these guys.
I do too.
Right.
Curry has such a quick release. It's a one-piece shot. And his first 2 hit nothing but the bottom of the net. Del Curry got the money ball, I think 4 out of 5 on the last rack.
Mark Price 0 for 5 from that corner.
Del Curry with 12.
4 money balls, that is big time.
WNBA All-Star break ends Tuesday night. We'll have an ESPN doubleheader for you. The Fever in New York taking on the Liberty at 8 Eastern time. Then it's the Aces and Dream. It all starts at WNBA Countdown at 7:30 Eastern time. Our thanks to Charles Lee. Wanted to get into LaMelo Ball, but he had such long, thorough answers. We didn't get any coach speak.
Very detailed.
Then all of a sudden the Kings made a run. We figured, okay, we better let him go because we know he's not thrilled with what's happening on the floor. And
yeah, 9-0 run while he's sitting here talking to us in favor of the Kings. He was watching it, even though he was thoroughly answering questions. He was watching what was going on the floor and wanted to get back into his seat because the lead had dwindled away while he was talking with us.
Charlotte has 4 turnovers, and most of those came while we were talking with Coach, and now an empty possession on the miss by Sims, and he's shaking up, hobbling up the floor. They're going to get a good look from the corner. Flodden can't hit the 3. Loose ball. Knipple hits the deck again, as he did yesterday. Needs some help up. So does Nick Clifford. That's going to be a foul on Clifford, his 3rd. Second straight day that he's been in foul trouble.
But a great look in transition by the Kings. As you mentioned, a 5-on-4 opportunity. Just unable to get the corner 3 to go. Nick Clifford trying to get in for an offensive rebound. Picks up that 3rd foul in the first half and will exit.
Charlotte scored 34 points in the first quarter, just 10 in the second. They have make that 3 baskets and 5 turnovers now. Sacramento, though, turns it over on the other end.
Yeah, back-to-back turnovers where the Kings are unable to capitalize on the turnover. And again, as you start to try to mount a comeback, and even though they've cut it to 7, these are buckets that you want to be able to get to put a little more pressure on the Hornets going into the halftime locker room.
More turnovers, though, than baskets here in the second for Charlotte. About a 2.5-second difference between the game and shot clocks here at the end of the quarter. Charlotte trying to win its first Summer League title. Sacramento looking for its 3rd championship. Knipple on the drive, scores off the glass.
And nice touch by Con Knipple to get that over the outstretched hand of Isaac Jones.
And Sacramento going to call a timeout to draw up a play with 5 seconds remaining here in the half.
But a great decision by Dip Mysteries to allow his team to be able to get into the front court before calling that timeout. Because, of course, as I've learned throughout this week, you can't advance in the first half.
So 5.1 remaining. Would imagine you're trying to get the ball in Isaac Jones' hands.
Well, I mean, that would be the first option, is to be able to try to get him a good look on the interior. But with only 5.1 seconds remaining, most likely you see Charlotte bring the double team and to see if he can actually get a pass out to an open shooter. Will not have enough time at all to be able to get into rotation. So I'm sure that if he does get it anywhere near the block, Charlotte will absolutely send a 2nd defender after.
Well, Sacramento mounting this comeback behind terrific play from Devin Carter, who's got 10 points and 5 assists.
And Devin Carter, who had a 30-point game earlier in Summer League, has struggled at times to shoot the basketball, but getting on track here as of late, knocking down a couple of 3s and continuing to do the job on the defensive end of the floor, attacking the rim, scoring in front of the shot blocker, and of course a familiar foe as he played at Providence, went up against Kalkbrenner at Creighton a number of times in the Big East.
Carter was the 13th pick in the draft in 2024 and played 36 games for the Kings this past season. Averaged 4 points per game. Was with the Stockton Kings of the G League for just a handful of games.
But Devin started the year out with injury, so he didn't actually get off to the normal start of a rookie. Missed the majority of training camp. I believe had a shoulder injury that kept him out in the first part of the season. So for a rookie, having to get back into it is difficult midway through.
Charlotte does have a foul to give. They get it to Jones. Clifford, he was trying to put it up knowing that Charlotte was going to bring a defender right at him to try to commit that foul, but they say that it was not in the act of shooting, so like side out.
Looks like a zone defensively for the Hornets on the sideline, out of bounds. But with MJ Walker playing the middle to be able to cover more ground than would be Kalkbrenner.
First foul on Sims. 3.5 seconds to go here in the half.
Switch it to man.
Jones with 2, driving in Kalkbrenner, and it drops as the buzzer sounds.
But switching it to man ended up costing them a bucket in the zone. Jones had to get rid of the basketball as soon as he caught it. But man to man, it gives him an opportunity to play one-on-one versus Ryan Kalkbrenner. And Isaac Jones, more often than not, is going to win that battle.
Summer League. The Charlotte Hornets seeking their first championship here in Las Vegas. They lead 46-39 over the Sacramento Kings, who are looking for their 3rd Summer League title, which would be the most in NBA history. Dave Pasch, Corey Alexander, and George Sedano. And the Hornets had an 18-point lead at one point. The second quarter did not go well, but big reason why they got out to that lead early on was Ryan Kalkbrenner, who was unstoppable in the paint.
He absolutely was. And the Hornets drafted 2 first-year players, and they drafted 2 fifth-year players. Oftentimes, the fifth-year players are more ready to play day one. Ryan Kalkbrenner, although Concanippel has been good, Kalkbrenner has been great. 5 for 5 from the field, 11 points, including knocking down a 3-ball, and has done the job rebounding as well. 4 boards, and continues to impress here in his Summer League championship game.
Left Creighton, and you mentioned after 5 years, as the 2nd all-time leading scorer behind Doug McDermott, whose dad, Greg, is still one of the top coaches in college basketball. A lot of players from Creighton, or guys that started Creighton and moved on elsewhere, took part in the festivities here at Vegas this past week. Kalkbrenner led all scorers with 11. Devin Carter 10 for Sacramento. An 11-2 run by the Kings to end the first half to pull it in 7. Here's Knippel, catch and shoot, and he front-rimmed the 3. He's just 1 for 5 from three-point range. And a clear foul on Mason Jones for shoving KJ Simpson to the ground. That's Jones' 2nd personal.
And Jones back in the starting lineup to start this second half. And he started the first 3 games for the Kings and then had an injury, so missed game 4. But now, as they were able to build back and get this game within 7 at the half, they go back with their veteran point guard on the floor to start the second.
Simpson goes away from the Kalkbrenner screen, gets all the way to the basket, and lays it in.
D. Clifford, playing with those 3 fouls, had no choice other than to allow KJ Simpson to go right to the rim. Smart play by Simpson, attacking Clifford, playing with 3.
So Simpson's got 9. And a foul on Simpson as Nick Clifford goes down. 2nd on Simpson. 1st on Charlotte. They're in the 3rd quarter.
Those 2 guys, would they have been teammates at Colorado?
They were, yes, they were. Clifford played at Colorado from 20 to 23 before transferring to Colorado State. On the fall away, short, is Devin Carter. And Nick Clifford, when he was at Colorado, he was a complimentary piece who averaged about 5 or 6 points per game and came off the bench. Went to Colorado State. Even his first year there, he didn't really shine, but last year took a big step, was an all-Mountain West player, and was a late first-round pick. But until yesterday, a lot of people were saying that he was the 2nd or 3rd best rookie so far in Vegas.
Yeah, when you consider his ability to be so versatile, as there's a turnover and underneath out-of-bounds play, so versatile for this Kings team in the Summer League. Doug Christie made it very clear to us he could play any of the 3 guard spots for them and get rotation minutes during this season. Of course, with a loaded backcourt in Sacramento, that's high praise when you consider you got 2 all-stars and DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine already there.
Empty possession. Reynaud couldn't handle the pass. Nice step-through finish by Jalen Sims.
But I love how Sims is so under control, really probing, seeing where the defenders are coming from, and still able to get to the opposite side of the rim for the reverse layup.
That's his first field goal. Remember, he had the huge day yesterday with 25 points. In transition, Simpson fouled by Carter, and that's 4.
And Carter is begging Coach Dip Mystery to challenge this one.
He might want to. He backed away from it, took both hands and backed off. That's a big foul. That's number 4, but they're not going to challenge it.
Yeah, Coach Mystery never even turned to look to the back bench to see what they thought.
Sims with the blow-by. Feeds Kalkbrenner. And Kalkbrenner couldn't make that.
Yeah, it felt like Kalkbrenner really couldn't get off the floor on that possession. Wasn't his strongest attempt at the rim.
Carter to Jones underneath, and Jones scores.
Great job by Jones just to keep moving, though, not staying stationary, waiting for the ball to come to him, making himself available to his teammate.
Knipple, way off the mark. 1 of 6 from three-point land. And it's Sacramento ball. Mason Jones weaving through traffic, stops on the other side, is fouled, and the ball rolls off the rim, but he'll shoot 2. Kalkbrenner picking up his second foul.
It's a smart play by Mason Jones, keeping his dribble alive under the basket, and then recognizing the shot blocker in Kalkbrenner is trailing him. The pump fake gets Kalkbrenner in the air, and then just leaning right into the contact, still with the opportunity to make the bucket. Unable to get it to go, but can get 2 at the free throw strike.
Take a look at the upcoming WNBA schedule. Tuesday on ESPN. The Fever taking on the Liberty at 8 Eastern time. Las Vegas hosts Atlanta after that. And then on Prime Video Thursday, it's Vegas and Indiana, 7 Eastern time. And it's a 8-point game, 7.5 to go here in the third quarter after the free throws from Mason Jones. Spent 2 years at Arkansas. And then over the last 4 seasons has played 51 NBA games for 4 different teams. Trying to make a roster come training camp. Hopefully gets an invite after his performance here in Las Vegas. Clifford goes down after kind of a sloppy possession in transition, and it will go to Charlotte.
But a rookie mistake by Clifford. The priority was to throw the look away in comparison to delivering the strike to Isaac Jones, who had a straight line drive to the rim. Those 2 points could come back to haunt you later in the game, a squandered opportunity.
Based on what Sacramento did in the offseason, you mentioned DeRozan, Levine, obviously you have Sabonis. Keegan Murray continues to improve. We'll see what happens with Malik Monk. But they have a good nucleus as the 3 is off the mark. They bring in Schroeder and Drew Eubanks for some depth in the front court. What do you make of what the Kings have done so far?
Well, they got their target. The target was Schroeder. And so that was big for them to be able to go out and get that point guard, that veteran point guard, to be able to run the show, and more importantly, to add that scoring and those late game heroics. We know Dennis Schroeder is a big shot maker.
Knipple gets that one to fall. Just his second three-pointer in 7 tries. That pushes the lead back to 11. Jones again, circling defenders. Isaac Jones gets into the paint. Missed the shot, and Simpson with the rebound. Simpson, boy, a lot of contact by Clifford. No foul. Knipple got the board. Timer at 3. Simpson, no good. Reynaud with the board. Reynaud spot up. Not close. Isaac work by Jones on the glass. Count the basket and a foul.
I was going to comment on the previous possession. Isaac Jones got fouled, but he didn't stop playing. He didn't complain. He just kept working, similar to what he does on this possession. Continues to work and makes it a 9-point game.
This whole process, the whole experience, you only get to do it one time. I mean, this is my dream, to be here, to be in these moments. Just trying to enjoy every second of it and just soak it all in.
A basket to the right here, Harper, Flagg, and Johnson.
Really cool experience and a good environment to be around and be here.
Yep.
Yeah, there's 135 and a half. Here you go. One more, you go. Last one.
I think that's the biggest thing that I pride myself on, is being really versatile, impacting the game in a ton of different ways at a high level, making a ton of winning plays. I'm just trying to get better all around. The handle, the shot, the defense, the physicality. I always know there's more to do, there's more to get better at, so I'm never really satisfied.
Yeah, Coop. Drive, Coop.
This is something that I've been dreaming about since I was a little kid, so just a rush of emotions, a rush of happiness, excitement for the future and the next chapter. Sharing that with my family will be an incredible experience.
Three. 1, 2, 3. Clear. Come on, B-Dog. No. Yeah, Max. Yeah, Max.
That's man. It's okay. You're playing great, man. Just keep it going.
Welcome to the game. Now we're here. Come on. Great energy. I love it.
Sustainability. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Keep the confidence. I believe in you. Shoot the ball. Shoot it. Okay? But the defense is what brought you back in.
Jeff Mystery, the head coach for the Kings. Chris Gent for the Hornets. Sacramento is back in the game after the free throw by Isaac Jones. Down to 8 again, 53-45 Charlotte, after the Hornets led by 18 in the first half. Damian Baugh trying to create some airspace. Shot clock down to 6. Sims with 3, puts it on the deck, floats it up and good.
And Sims not able to get going from beyond a three-point arc, but now makes his second bucket attacking the paint, showing that he's more than just a shooter.
Spent 3 years with the Greensboro Swarm of the G League. He's their all-time leading scorer. And hoping most of his games this season are in Charlotte rather than Greensboro. And he's had a great Las Vegas. Timer's at 2. A line drive by Cardwell is good. He knew exactly how much time was on the clock.
Yeah, smart play by Dylan Cardwell, getting to his sweet spot in the shot that he's comfortable with as the shot clock's going down.
And an offensive foul is called on the screen by Banks, as Mason Jones is shaken up. First foul on Banks.
We know Mason Jones playing through injury, and it's that right side that he has a slight strain of the oblique. So that's the side he gets hit on that screen, trying to fight over. But no way he's going to miss this opportunity to win another championship.
And playing through injury, playing through pain, that's what the coaches and scouts want to see. You heard Charles Lee comment in the first half about Con Knippel playing through injury today.
They want to see how important it is to see the win. And that's the thing. And again, you have some guys coming in and they get shut down, but you loved, and we heard, Charles Lee just speak enamored with Con Knippel. No way we were going to be able to keep him off the floor. That's the exact same thought process with Mason Jones. He's not going to miss this opportunity. There's very few chances that you get to win a championship, especially at this level of basketball. And when you're there, you've got to take advantage of it.
Mason Jones commits his 3rd foul. Jalen Sims will go to the free throw line again. He's 5 of 6 at the line. I'm actually going to say it was not in the act of shooting. So side out of bounds.
I love the way Sims has been aggressive, trying to get downhill, recognizing that after he made his first 4 threes, in yesterday's games, the Kings were going to try to run him off the line.
Banks fumbles it away.
Oh!
And that's an offensive foul and might be a flagrant as Cardwell hits the deck. They've got to look at that. Cardwell's still down.
They're definitely going to look at this one, and I believe this could possibly even be a flagrant 2.
Which would be an ejection along with 2 free throws and possession. Either way, it's 2 free throws and possession. Comes down to whether
Chris
Banks stays in the game.
Chris Gent already having a conversation with James Banks. It's not a question as to whether that's going to be flagrant or not. It's solely based upon if this is a 1 or a 2, and if Banks will be available. Dylan Cardwell putting pressure on the basketball, and you see that swing making contact with the left elbow over the toe. Oh, the right was the one that caught it.
The previous play is under review for potential flagrant
foul. 1 is unnecessary physical contact. Flagrant 2, unnecessary and excessive. Would you say that was excessive?
That one may be a little bit excessive. And, you know, and again, you hate to see anyone have to leave the game at this point, but the rip through, and again, it's simply not a basketball play. If he's ripping through lower, that's one thing, but with the elbows coming up, I believe that's the part that could elevate this to a flagrant 2, and that may be the excessive part of it.
It's a swift, violent swing, and you're making contact to the head or neck area.
Yeah. You know, and I love James Banks. Great young man. This was simply just trying to get away from the pressure of Dylan Cardwell. But when that elbow comes above those shoulders, that's the part that becomes excessive, is that right elbow connects with the temple, a very dangerous play.
Pat O'Connell, Brent Haskell, C.P. Painter, our officiating crew. All 3 have worked NBA games and working the championship game tonight. So you're flagrant 2?
I don't want it to be a flagrant 2.
No, I know you don't want it to be.
I want it to be a 1 because think about the Hornets already playing without P.J. Hall. James Banks III is getting more minutes because of that. But just with the violent swing through, that may be the part that upgrades it to excessive and makes it a flagrant 2.
If that's an NBA game, is it a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2?
Depends on who did it.
Upon review, the call on the floor has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 2 for wind-up impact follow-through to the face of the defender. The offended player will shoot 2 shots, and Sacramento will receive the ball in the front court with 24 on the shot clock at either side of free throw line extended. Because it's a flagrant foul penalty 2, the offensive player, James Banks, will be ejected from the game.
It was swift.
It's what we thought.
It was you had follow through, you had wind up, you had contact to the head or neck area. All unnecessary, all excessive. Meets the criteria for a flagrant 2.
Yeah, and that's a big loss because once again, P.J. Hall getting the 2-way with Memphis earlier today means that he is not available to play for the Hornets. Now, he played the first 5 games, was perfect from the field, 5 of 5 in their semifinal matchup, and was a big part of the reason why they're here.
Cardwell bricked the first free throw. They have 1 more, and Sacramento will get possession. They got the second one. So still a chance to get 4 points, perhaps 5 out of this possession.
Get a look at P.J. Hall. Had opportunity to speak to him and congratulate him earlier today. And Memphis played right before us. But he's here as a Charlotte Hornet, wants to stick around and try to see this team through. And, of course, pick up some jewelry when it's over.
But signed a 2-way deal with the Grizz. Off the front rim, Stevens can't find the basket. Simpson ahead to Ball. Hall played some games for Denver last year, 19 to be exact. Sims for 3. And Cardwell got a piece of that. Ball on the floor. Good hustle. Isaac Jones tied up by Simpson. They will jump it up.
But that goes back to Dylan Cardwell's true gift, his ability to be able to guard multiple positions, able to stay in front of Sims, and more importantly, understand the scouting report, knows that Sims is a knockdown shooter. Even though he retreats a little, still has the ability to get out and block the shot.
Sims going to go to the bench. Knipple back in the game for Charlotte. Lead is down to 7, 55-48. The Hornets in the first quarter had 34 points. They have 21 since then.
Give the Kings a lot of credit for buckling down defensively.
Charlotte wins the tip. Jones won it technically, but the Hornets have possession. And the three from DJ Rodman, who made 2 triples yesterday in the semis.
Nice find from Damian Ball, who continues to dazzle with his passing throughout this game.
And then Rodman draws a charge.
But look at the spacing on the floor. Dylan Cardwell is not a three-point shooter. So smart play by DJ Rodman stepping in. Oftentimes you don't help off the ball side corner, but DJ Rodman recognizing Dylan Cardwell's not going to shoot the three. So he can drop all the way in and take the 5th foul on Nick Clifford. Forgive me, 4th foul on Clifford, who will check out of the game.
He has as many points as fouls. Got in foul trouble yesterday, didn't really get in a rhythm, didn't look comfortable. Same thing again today.
But now it's Clifford and Devin Carter both playing with 4 fouls for the Kings.
And both on the bench right now. Inside 3 to play. Ball with the mid-range jumper. Kept that Carter in the game, excuse me. A putback by Oduro, and the lead up to 12 again. Carter hasn't scored, though, here in the third quarter after 10 points in the first half. 8 of those coming in the second quarter. Corner 3 off target by Crawford, and 1 and done for the Kings. Lob pass, Cardwell intercepts, but it pinballs into the hands of Rodman, who scores inside. Been a huge factor for the Hornets here off the bench in the third.
He really has, and making effort plays.
Foul called here on the drive. Carter's going to go to the line.
Carter fortunate to be able to get that call. It was almost a wild shot in transition, but right now the Hornets building the lead back to 14.
What's up, y'all? I'm finna get that thing to Donovan Mitchell. Y'all come tap in to the All-Star Game 2025. You know what's up. Yeah. Open that thing up.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir. How you liking that?
Finally got a ring. Oh, thank you guys. Oh wow. Hey, huge. Gonna put it on secret foot. Boom. Oh.
Thanks so much. You guys want to take a picture?
What's your name? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Nice to meet you. What's this?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Oh, wow.
My name is Miles.
Miles, love that.
My name is Brody.
Okay, all right.
You have your ring.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
And 11
man.
for you.
I really love basketball because basketball is great for people and enjoying finding friends. And the 2 things that are the reason I love basketball is because it connects me and my people, and overall I love it. Miles, I appreciate that, man. That's sweet. That's sweet right there.
Well, the Hornets hoping to win their first Summer League championship, and many of these guys hoping to find some minutes. Knipple and Kalkbrenner hoping to start for the Hornets when the season begins alongside LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Miles Bridges. They brought in some veterans with Sexton, Connaughton, Dinwiddie, and Plumlee. The Hornets won just 19 games last year.
Well, and it was a struggle based upon the injuries. That was the biggest thing that hampered the Hornets a season ago, as Charles Lee had his first year with the Hornets. And one of the things for them is simply to get LaMelo Ball stronger. They feel as though if he is able to be physically stronger, it can reduce injuries, also allow him to be better on the defensive end. And of course, when you consider Charles Lee coming from Boston, where they were so great defensively, that has to be priority number 1 for him on the sideline.
Eastern Conference, very intriguing with Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton's injuries, how that impacts the top of that conference. Cleveland had the best record during the regular season, but lost in the conference semis. Orlando should be better. Three-pointer, not there. That time for Rodman. He made one from that spot a couple of possessions ago. Carter gives it up. Jones with a slam and a foul.
How did he finish that? It looked as though DJ Rodman was actually trying to pull him down and keep him away from the dunk, stop him. Watch as Rodman comes in, the push in the back and the swipe down on the arm. But Jones still able to finish strong at the rim. Opportunity for a three-point play.
Isaac Jones, what a great story. With more on him, let's check in with George.
Guys, several years ago, Isaac Jones was working on a loading dock and only got involved in basketball because of a friend of his who was told by a JUCO coach, hey, man, in order for you to try out, you got to bring a friend that's 6'6" or over. He brought Isaac Jones, and the rest is history, guys.
And you're saying 6'6". At one point, he was 5'6" when he went into high school. Sometimes you hear about guys growing 6 or 8 inches, but over a foot. I think it was like 15 inches.
Yeah, he goes about 6'9" now. So if you consider he started his freshman year high school at 5'6" or 5'7", that is a tremendous growth spurt. And that just shows you that the good Lord wanted this young man to play basketball.
Meanwhile, Knipple with another three. The lead back to 13. Jones missed the first time. Offensive rebound. And nice job by Oduro just to go straight up. Approaching a minute to go here in the third quarter. Ball around the Oduro screen. Oduro with the spin. Kicks it out to Rodman. Shot clock down to 5. Walker will hoist. It was blocked by Carter and then thrown down court to Carter. 1-on-2. Attacks, misses badly. Jones trailing the play, gets the stick back.
But that's been Jones the entire summer league, never assuming that a shot is going to be made. Continues to run the floor both directions, helping his team make winning plays.
Jones has 10 here in the quarter, 17 points for the game. Ball, nice bank shot.
And just a poised play by Damian Ball, knowing that he had a 2-for-1 opportunity. Gets to his spot, kisses it off the glass.
7-second difference between the game and shot clocks. Stevens goes around the screen from Jones. Shot clock at 8. Stevens spots up and fires and can't get the three. The Kings are 4 for 25 from behind the arc.
Do they know this is the time to bring it out?
Jones back up again, and it rolls home.
But Jones is able to get the bucket, but they leave the Hornets an opportunity with 4.4 to be able to get it to score. Not sure what Ball knew.
Ball with 1 second left, and almost drilled it from about 45 feet, hit the front rim, and the quarter comes to an end. Isaac Jones with 19 points, 10 rebounds, 11-point game with 1 quarter to go in the title game.
And you love the effort Isaac Jones is bringing to this championship contest. 36 last night, getting it done offensively and defensively, as is Con Knipple.
Welcome back to Summer League here in Las Vegas. KJ Simpson of the Hornets with us here. You and Kalkbrenner had some good chemistry early on. What have they done to take that away a little bit here in the later quarters?
I think it's just, they obviously playing aggressive. It's a championship game, and they're here for a reason, and I think they just upped their level of intensity. And I just think we just got to do a better job, especially me, of just being able to control that and accept it and then fight back with it, but under control. But I think it's one more quarter left. I think we got it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're a very capable team. They're a very experienced team in these scenarios. What is the biggest key to try to control the game and win the game?
I think the biggest thing is just worry about us. Obviously they're a great team. They're here for a reason. But at the end of the day, we're here for a reason as well. And just as long as we trust each other and compete and play for one another, we'll come out on top.
KJ, good luck. Thank you.
Cool, thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
George, KJ has been incredibly vocal throughout this tournament and a very important voice in that Hornets locker room as Knipple fires another three. That time it won't go.
Great look from Con Knipple, who's up to 17 points, matching his performance from yesterday's semifinal. But very aggressive on the offensive end of the floor.
Mason Jones, high degree of difficulty shot as he was falling to the deck, and he spins it home, again landing on that right side, and he's holding his hip. Kalkbrenner Knipple drives, missed the layup. Rebound Clifford.
And numbers for the Kings, 5-on-4 with Knipple down.
Clifford, they need it. He can't hit it. Carter soars for the tip. It's a 7-point game, 90 seconds into the final quarter of the championship game.
And Doug Christie up on the spectator sideline, coaching his guys up, trying to get Nick Clifford up on the defensive end.
Catch and shoot three, no good for Walker. Rebound Reynaud. Jones around Knipple. Fires to the cutting Reynaud. Can't spin it home, but batted out of play by Kalkbrenner. Not sure why he didn't just grab the ball there.
Big miss right there by Reynaud. Would like to see him attack more aggressively on that possession. A great job by Mason Jones, keeping his dribble alive and allowing Reynaud to get the opportunity at the rim. And as Kalkbrenner's got his back turned, that's the time you try to dunk on the big fella.
Stevens puts it off, short on the three. Long rebound, M.J. Walker ahead to Rodman, and Rodman gets the lay-in. What a second half for D.J. Rodman.
Yeah, the 2-on-1 executed perfectly. Nice play by D.J. Rodman, keeping it fundamental but effective.
11 points off the bench for Rodman in 15 minutes. Another miss from the perimeter for the Kings. They're shooting 14% from three, 4 of 29. Knipple gets it back from Kalkbrenner. His pass deflected by Reynaud and a turnover. Clifford out of control, missed the shot.
Smart play by KJ Simpson, really baited Clifford into thinking he was going to try to take the charge and then really pulling the chair from under, moving right out of the way.
Clifford just 2 for 9 from the floor, 4 points. Simpson under the bucket.
Uh-oh. You got to love it when the little guys get the battling in the post.
And they were battling
yes,
chest
it
to chest.
Was.
Foul called on Sacramento.
Neither of them over 6 feet. They may be listed at 6 feet, but neither over 6 feet. And you see the battle in the painted area. Always more entertaining when it's the guards, the little guards getting in there, mixing it up.
And a timeout by Charlotte. 7:01 to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 9-point game. A championship on the line.
NBA 2K26 Summer League is proudly sponsored by NBA 2K26. Rated E for everyone.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
That boy's feeling good. Hey, we good, we good, we good. Get it back, Dad, get it back. Hey, come here, Blake. Come here, come here, come here. We all got to help the rebound. They getting second possession. That's all of us. Run, boy. Good pass, Zay, good pass. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. By yourself, TK. Hey, right. You good. Get through, Zay. He's setting this down screen. Get through. You go, turn me up. Team effort on the glass. Team effort. Come on. Move! Let's go! Hey, everybody. Welcome to 24 Seconds with me, Malik Monk. When I'm not playing basketball, probably on the golf course.
Saw somebody that looked like Malik Monk on the golf course.
The funniest guy on the team is probably myself.
He is a funny guy.
My favorite place to relax is probably by my pool. That's a wrap. I'm out.
Some major NBA storylines the last week. Bradley Beal, no longer a member of the Suns, now with the Clippers. Damian Lillard going back to Portland. And Marcus Smart, after being bought out by the Wizards, going to join the Lakers.
And I got to give a championship shout out to my youngin, Bradley Beal, the real deal Bill. Brad Beal Elite winning Peach Jam today, the first time in the history of the St. Louis Eagles / Brad Beal Elite organization. Shout out to Tim Holloway, head coach Tony Irons, and my guy, Bradley Beal.
Well, we've had as many my youngins as my guys now here today.
Well, again, you know, Dave Reese had an effect on me, but I'm not going to stop talking about my family.
If the stats guy's in your head, that's your problem.
He's been there all week, living rent-free.
Clifford rising, hitting a three, a much-needed triple for Sacramento. Maybe that'll get Clifford going, his first three-pointer of the game. Just the 5th for Sacramento in 30 tries. Simpson gets to the bucket and scores, and probably was fouled.
Will not be deterred. KJ Simpson continues to stay aggressive, attacking the rim.
Clifford playing with a little more confidence now. Nice tip by Reynaud, off balance.
And love the effort by Maxime Reynaud to continue to fight to get to the rim. But offensive rebound, even though Con Kniffel was doing his best to box him out.
Charlotte seeking its first ever Summer League title. Sacramento looking for its 3rd, which would be the most ever. Both the Kings and Blazers have won this championship twice. Simpson again penetrating.
That was a foul. The first one was a foul. It looked as though Reynaud just flat out slapped Simpson across the arm on the shot.
It did get a loose ball foul, but to your point, that's a foul. But eventually it works out for Charlotte.
Yeah,
they won't get free throws.
They won't get free throws, but they do get the foul.
Midway point of the 4th quarter. Damian Baugh using the Kalkbrenner screen. Kick to the corner. Three-pointer. No good from Sims. Batted around. Kalkbrenner offensive rebound. Simpson will try it. Front rimmed it. Rebound Clifford. Turns and runs. He'll pull it out. Reynaud hesitates. Plowden won't hesitate. It's gone. A three.
Big bucket from Plowden, who made a number of strong plays in the semifinal matchup, but that three makes it a one-possession game.
Shot clock inside of 10 for Charlotte. The lead down to 3. Simpson trying to find a driving lane. He's doubled. Kalkbrenner has to put it up, and he's fouled by Mason Jones. Shooting a 3. Of all the mistakes, you can't make that with a second left, and you foul him on a three-point shot.
And it's a smart play by Kalkbrenner, really pump faking, allowing Mason Jones to get there, knowing he's going to contest the shot as the shot clock runs down. But you're not expecting the foul from a veteran like Mason Jones, bailing out Kalkbrenner, giving him 3 free throws.
And Kalkbrenner made his only three-point attempt earlier, but it's not like this is a high-volume, prolific three-point shooter that you're fouling out there.
And more importantly, you don't want to do that as the shot clock's going down. You stay as far away from him as you possibly can.
It's go time in NBA 2K25. Enter this locker code to redeem a 100-plus overall pack in my team. Don't miss out on this heat.
That's what I'm talking about. You got it that time. The first time you just read it. This time you had the emphasis on the heat.
And got a text from Kevin Harlan at halftime saying you got to bring a better pass. No, I'm kidding. He didn't. Charlotte up 5, 4:15 to go. Three-pointer Clifford. Got it!
Uh-oh.
It's a 2-point game. Nick Clifford catching fire in the 4th.
You talked about it, Dave. You said maybe that shot will get him going. We watched him knock down a 3 a couple possessions ago. And it seems as though Nick Clifford's got a completely different energy about him right now.
Shot clock at 8. Baugh kicks it out. Aduro with 5.
Oh!
Almost traveled. Sims can't answer. Long rebound. Baugh tracks it down. It's popped out of his hands. Last touch by Sacramento. I think it was touched last by the Kings.
And now Dick Mystery is looking to his bench. They're going to challenge this one.
Maybe it wasn't, because you're right. Usually if you look to your back bench, those assistants are on the tablets. They've seen it already, and they're going to challenge it. I thought initially it was touched last by the Kings, but we'll see.
do they have Drewski starting, bro? Why they have Drewski starting? Oh, why are you wearing a... Hey, come on, man. Are you not hot? Look, hey, God. Oh, foul. Foul. Yes, go, get that. Yes, tonight is not his night. I'm his biggest hater. You tired. You tired. I might really be trash. Oh my God. Damn. She bad. Oh my.
So first things first, Nick Clifford's shot was a 2. Here's the play where it's initially called Charlotte ball. Could you see enough there to overturn it?
I'm not sure. It seemed to be a lot of hands in there. This is the part. Mason Jones was the one who said that this needed to be challenged. So right there, well, now here's what you have to consider. Isaac Jones' left hand is going the opposite direction. So this look will show you, I do believe that is Damian Ball's hand on there last. I don't think that Jones hit it because his hand's going the opposite direction, which makes this a very good challenge, of course, only if deemed successful by Sacramento, getting them the basketball back.
They'd get their challenge back too.
But if you see that Isaac Jones' hand is moving to the other end of the court, so if his hand touches that basketball, the ball would at least go more so into the air instead of a direct line out of bounds as though it looked as though that basketball went.
The officials will confer and then announce whether it's a successful challenge from Dip Mystery and the Kings. Still would lose the timeout because they were at the mandatory timeout, but they would get the challenge back if this is successful.
That angle doesn't really allow you to see as well, but the opposite angle, looking from a different direction, you see Isaac Jones' hand, and his left hand is moving in a direction, but we'll find out here.
Each team has one timeout remaining.
The call on the floor stands. Charlotte possession.
Not enough video
will
evidence.
Charge a timeout and will no longer have the ability to challenge throughout the rest of the game.
I'm assuming that's what it came down to, just not enough video evidence.
Yes, not enough evidence to overturn it because you can't truly tell if Jones' hand hit the basketball or not. In a pickup game, you would simply say he couldn't have touched it because the ball would have gone the other direction had he touched it. But the review tells a different story.
Sims caught it, got it blocked. Plowden, and has it knocked free out of bounds to Sacramento.
And now the Hornets want a challenge as they look over at Coach Chris Gent, but Coach Gent not going to use his challenge at this point.
And a chance for Sacramento to tie the game with a three-pointer. They had a 2-point lead early in the game. It was 4-2. That's the last time they led.
Only one timeout remaining. Chris Gent not going to use it on that.
Clifford way off on the floater. One and done for the Kings. Not a good possession. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Hornets by 3. Good hard screen by Aduro. Knocked Jones off his feet. Knipple with 5 to shoot.
Yeah,
and Simpson travel.
They're going to get him taking those steps before he puts the basketball on the floor. And another missed opportunity by the Hornets to be able to build on this one possession lead.
A lot of these late clock possessions for the Hornets result in just KJ Simpson going 1-on-1 or 1-on-3. somebody else has to step up for them here late. Bounce to Reynaud from Clifford. Missed it with the left hand. And a loose ball foul called against the Kings.
Reynaud didn't look confident in that shot, though. He normally has a very smooth shooting stroke. That time it almost looked as though he threw it on the glass to see if he could go back and get it. In comparison to taking his time and taking a shot that he was comfortable with.
First foul on Reynaud. He's going to sit. So the Kings are going to go small here.
And this is the lineup that they finished the game after they struggled in the fourth quarter with those 10 turnovers in the semifinal matchup yesterday. They went with the 4 guards around Isaac Jones at the 5 spot.
Charlotte has missed 7 straight shots. And again, a lot of those have been KJ Simpson. Late clock situations, just trying to make something happen. Knipple around the screen. Pull-up jumper. Back rimmed it. Carter's got it for the Kings. 3-on-3. Carter. It pinballs back to him. Knipple gets on the floor. And a foul is called here.
That's a tough pass.
They're saying a kick ball. Kicked ball.
This is a tough pass right here. Difficult for Isaac Jones to be able to get a hand on that, but I believe the foot got it in the midst of the scrum.
Simpson, yeah. At least that was the call. 2.5 to go. Sacramento ball down 3. Carter keeps the dribble. Mason Jones back to Carter to work the perimeter. Clifford pulls up. Short. Rebound, Oduro.
Small thing, but Clifford going away from the basket on his release. Not able to get his shoulder squared to the rim, and the shot comes up short.
2 minutes to go in the championship game. Shot clock inside of 10. Charlotte up 3. Seeking its first Summer League championship. Simpson with 2, and an offensive foul on the screen by Oduro. How about the toughness of Cloud? We have seen him on the ground more than any player in this championship game.
But he doesn't get this call if he has an opportunity to be able to get over the screen. Oduro never gives him an opportunity to react and try to get over that screen, which is the reason why it's going to be an offensive foul and get the possession back to the Kings. It seems as though they've continued to get the basketball back with opportunities to get this lead down to 1 or tie, but haven't had great offensive possessions to do so.
Isaac Jones drives at everybody. Can't score. The putback, no. Out of bounds off Charlotte. Shot clock resets to 14. Game clock at 1:36. Another opportunity for Sacramento potentially to tie the game.
And you don't want to use your timeout here, but you've got to go with your best underneath out of bounds set. It's a time you have to get a bucket.
Each team with 1 timeout left. Carter around the screen. Bounce to Jones deep in the paint strip. Got it back. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Timer at 5. To the wing. Plowed in. Too strong. Jones offensive rebound. Jones drives. Gives it up. Isaac Jones scores. And it's a 1-point game.
Jones coming away a little gimpy after that bucket.
Ball on the other end. Bad pass. Turnover. Tried to hit the cutting Jalen Sims, and Sacramento can take the lead.
And now whatever Christian is most comfortable with as a set. Forgive me, Coach Mystery is most comfortable with as a set. Offensively right now, this is what you want to be able to run.
Got to imagine Isaac Jones is getting a deep touch, although he is a little shaken up right now.
Yeah, Isaac Jones trying to walk it off as he came away after the last bucket, a little gimpy.
They're trying to get it to Nick Clifford to bring it up the court. 1 minute to go here in the title game. Sacramento ball trailing by 1. Clifford and Jones in the pick and roll. Clifford keeps, missed the floater, batted around. Charlotte ball, Knipple's got it. They get it across the timeline, and now they'll reset.
You play it out if you're the Kings. You've got more than enough time. All you need to do is get a stop. And even if they score, you've got to make sure it's a 2.
Shot clock down to 7. Simpson around the screen. Fires to Knipple. 3 on the way. It's gone. Con Knipple 4 pick in the draft with a huge shot. Jones trying to answer. Does! A 3! 1-point game again with 20 seconds left.
And both teams with a timeout, but neither coach electing to use it.
And now they can't get it inbound. They have to use it. And they're still going to have to inbound with 20.2 on the game clock and the lead down to 1. Great answer from Isaac Jones, who has 24 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, Kon Knueppel delivering what could have been a dagger to the Kings, knocking down a huge 3, the one thing that they could not give up. However, the response from Mason Jones to Isaac Jones, who's knocking down the 3 ball to make it a 1-point game once again.
Kon Knueppel, 4 of 11 from 3, a team-high 20 points. That was the first 3-point attempt for Isaac Jones. He's 10 of 17 overall from the floor. Sacramento has a timeout. Charlotte is out of timeouts. Both teams with a foul to give. Neither team with a challenge. 20.2 seconds left. Charlotte ball. Hornets should be able to advance this.
Yes,
they'll front court here.
They'll advance into the front court, and they can throw into the back court, which is important because you don't have to get the basketball in on the other side of the half-court line. But now what you do is you put your best free throw shooters in the front court, and oftentimes put your worst free throw shooters all the way in the backcourt to give your free throw shooters an opportunity to get the basketball and be strong with it. Because, let's face it, if you get it in the front court, you can hold it for 20 seconds.
Well, I was going to ask you, how quickly do you foul if you're second?
If you don't get a turnover early, you foul. Because you assume that they're going to make 2 free throws, and you may have to extend this game longer. You don't want to play around and lose time where you may have to get multiple possessions as you go down the stretch.
Inbound will be in the front court. F.J. Walker. Charlotte will put 2 men in the backcourt. Sims and their point guard, K.J. Simpson. Knueppel and Kalkbrenner in the front court. No timeouts left. They get it in easily. And Clifford not fouling yet. Knueppel.
Precious seconds.
And now they foul with 13 seconds left. They had 1 to give.
Precious seconds going, and when you have a foul to give, you got to foul earlier.
I think right away.
Yes, right away. I mean, and again, that's the point. You can't waste precious seconds, especially when you have a foul to give.
Clifford has 4. Maybe he want to commit his 5th.
At this point, that doesn't matter, and it doesn't disqualify you with 5.
Players fall down. They get into Knueppel.
And more precious seconds lost. You lost 2 seconds right there.
But I agree with you. I think the mistake was made on the first inbound, where if you don't get the steal, you foul right away because you have the 1 to give.
And Nick Clifford was in perfect position, and it wasn't as though you don't want to foul Kon Knueppel with a foul to give, because you still got to take the basketball out of bounds regardless.
Now, Knueppel has not attempted a free throw yet in the game. In Summer League action, he's 13 of 17. He'll turn 20 years of age in a couple of weeks. The number 4 pick in the draft out of Duke. With 2 free throws. And he gets the bounce on the first to make it a 2-point game. Maduro will check into the game. Kalkbrenner will come out. If Knueppel makes it and it's a 3-point game, Sacramento may have, or rather Charlotte may have some decisions to make defensively. We'll get into that here depending on whether he makes it. He missed it though. Oh. Loose ball hits the leg of Plowden, who is on the ground, out of bounds to Charlotte. And now the Kings will absolutely have to foul immediately if they don't get a steal. Down 2.
And you just can't have this happen. Offensive rebound off of a missed free throw, a gift from Con Knipple, allowing it just to be a 2-point game.
You saw it hit the left foot of Jones after it hit the leg of Plowden.
Yeah, Isaac Jones didn't even argue that. He knew it went off of him, but the mistake was made by not being able to come up with the rebound.
Inbound to Sims. He's going to pull it out and fouled. So Sims will go to the line for 2 free throws. He is 5 of 6 at the line so far in the game. Sacramento does have a timeout, so if both free throws are good, they can advance it and try to get a quick basket, hoping to get 2 possessions in that situation, obviously.
But if you go back to the last free throw, Plowden was boxing out on the low side. He's a much smaller player than is Isaac Jones. Nick Clifford should not be on the side with Isaac Jones. He should be on the other side, boxing out and squeezing to make sure they would have come up with that defensive rebound had that been the case, because they would have had someone there to squeeze when Plowden fell down.
3-point lead. Sims looking to make it a 2-possession game, and he got the free throw. Sacramento will take its last timeout and advance it. 9.6 seconds. There is enough time potentially for 2 possessions. Obviously, for the next one, you wouldn't be able to advance it. So you need a quick score, and then if you don't get a steal, a quick foul.
But neither team has a timeout. So if you get a quick score, of course you have the Hornets going to have to take it out underneath. You put as much pressure, be as physical as you can to try to force a turnover, but it has to be a quick score to make it multiple possessions, because you now can't afford, especially after losing 7 seconds, giving the foul to give when they had 20.4 on the clock.
Charlotte has a foul to give. To take time off the clock, if you're Charlotte, do you foul on the inbound pass here?
I don't think you foul the inbound pass. You see if you can catch someone with their back toward the basket. But the last thing you want to do is foul a shooter. So you see how they catch the basketball. If they're going away from the basket, then you're more than willing to take time off of it, allow them to turn and start heading up the front court. But if they catch it with a full head of steam, you foul immediately.
Charlotte 81, Sacramento 77. Both teams have exhausted their timeouts. Again, Charlotte with that foul to give. It'll be Sacramento ball in the front court, down 4.
The details are so big. Free throw box outs could be the difference in this championship game.
We said quick score if you're the Kings. Is that a 2, or do you have to take a 3 in this situation? Because if you hit a 3, you certainly will give yourself a chance if you get another possession. But if you get a 2 here, there's a chance it's still a 4-point margin.
Well, you have to go for, if you can get a quick 3, you take it. But if it's not available to you, you go directly to the basket, get the easy layup, and set up your pressure 94 feet.
Obviously, in that situation, then if the Hornets make free throws, you're still down 4. 9.6 seconds left. Kalkbrenner, those long arms, will defend the inbounder. Jones got to get it in. They don't have a timeout. Here's Clifford. 8 seconds left, and there's the foul to give by Simpson.
But a great job by Simpson, because you saw Nick Clifford with his back turned to the basket. As he turns around, he then fouls him, but 2 seconds go off the clock.
Now they're going to have Aduro come into the game. They wanted Kalkbrenner to defend the inbound, but they're more comfortable with Aduro playing defense.
But Kalkbrenner did a great job. He actually got a deflection on that inbounds pass, which cost Nick Clifford a clean catch.
7.3 seconds left. Sacramento down 4. Clifford has to put up the 3, and he was fouled by Simpson. They're going to say on the floor, though. So it's going to be 2 free throws, not 3.
Even still, an opportunity to be able to get the quick 2 and then set your defense. 5.3 seconds is more than enough time remaining.
Now, I am curious. He gets bumped. He's still technically in continuation, and he throws the ball towards the rim.
But when he got bumped, he was actually dribbling to his left on that possession when KJ Simpson put the 2 hands on him.
So 5.3 seconds left. Still enough time to make both. Commit a foul if you don't get a steal, and then get one more possession after Charlotte shoots the free throw.
So this is where you want to be extremely physical, but you don't want to pick up a foul before the ball is inbounded. Be extremely physical to try to make sure you're impeding the progress and able to jump any inbounds pass coming in to see if you can get a deflection.
And enough time, 5.3, where if you're Sacramento, you don't intentionally miss. You still make the shot.
You absolutely make this shot.
You're likely to have time to get one more possession, assuming you can foul quickly after a make. But they're going to intentionally miss it. Clifford does. Kalkbrenner with a rebound, and he's fouled. Surprised by that?
Yes. And surprised and disappointed. Again, when you consider the fact that what's the chances of you getting the rebound? Let's call it 50-50. You lose the game when you don't get it. It's 3.5 seconds now remaining. With Ryan Kalkbrenner with 2 free throws, he is at least going to make one of these 2 free throws, and you don't have a timeout to be able to advance the basketball.
If you make the free throw, you don't get the steal, you foul within a second, second and a half. There's still 3.5 left. If Charlotte makes free throws and you're down, at that point you're down 4, you need a miracle anyway. You need to make a 3 and get a foul. Maybe that's why he said we're going to just take our last shot at it.
Game over. It's that simple. Game over.
But you have to think that Mystery was thinking this is our last chance, because even if he makes it and we foul, they're going to make 2 free throws. We've got to get a miss and get a rebound and hit a 3.
And I understand that completely, but with 5.3 seconds, that's more than enough time to make the free throw and try to get a steal.
Carter from midcourt. And the Charlotte Hornets, Summer League champions for the first time in franchise history. First time the Hornets were even in the playoffs here at the Summer League, and they win their first title, 83-78, over the Sacramento Kings.
And a great job by the Hornets sharing the basketball. I felt like this team was connected from the beginning. And even missing players, Liam McNeely unable to go, who was one of their leading scorers to start Summer League. Con Knippel showing up in a major fashion. Ryan Kalkbrenner, the rookies, stepping up, as well as a number of veterans. KJ Simpson, Damian Ball, guys who got experience with the big club throughout this year, making big plays down the stretch to help them win their first Summer League title.
Knippel finishes with 21 points, 8 of 21 shooting, 4 of 11 from 3. He did miss a free throw down the stretch. 15 for Kalkbrenner, 11 for Simpson, Sims, and Rodman. Rodman gave them great minutes off the bench. And Isaac Jones, the leading scorer for Sacramento, with 24 points, 11 rebounds. Nick Clifford had 10 points and 8 boards, but he struggled shooting the ball, 4 of 15, 1 of 4 from 3. And had a handful of misses down the stretch. And Ryan Kalkbrenner, the rookie out of Creighton, standing by with our George Sedano.
Thanks, Dave. Ryan, this thing got a little scary down the stretch. How'd you guys pull it out?
I mean, we just been playing together this whole tournament, and that's kind of what's let us have all the success. So, you know, NBA is a game of runs, and they're going to make it close. They're a good team. We just got to stay together. That's what we did, and we pulled it out.
You mentioned staying together. It's so hard because this group comes together just a little over a week ago. How were you guys able to create chemistry so quickly?
We just got a bunch of guys who love winning, and they just want to do their part to win. We don't care who's scoring. We don't care who's making the play. We just want to win. So that's step number 1 in making a winning team right there. We got that with this team.
Well, Ryan, congratulations. Go celebrate with your team.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Dave, back to you.
And the trophy ceremony, George, coming up momentarily after the Hornets win at 83-78. They scored 34 points in the first quarter, struggled offensively after that, had an 18-point lead. Never relinquished it, though. Came close a couple times, but they end up holding off the Kings to win their first Summer League title. Sports Center is up next with David Lloyd and Phil Murphy. Scotty Scheffler winning another major, his first Open championship. All that's left for him is the U.S. Open to have the Grand Slam. Aaron Judge homering again today for the Yankees, and all the best moments from an outstanding Summer League here in Las Vegas. Right, Corey? Well, Charlotte has a lot of young players on their roster. LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and they've got a a group of young players we saw here on the court in Las Vegas that could help them this season?
I believe they drafted extremely well. Kon Knueppel, Ryan Kalkbrenner showing very well in this championship game. And then you have two other guys who are unable to play, but I think Jeff Peterson and his staff did a tremendous job finding pieces to help the Hornets become a better team.
And now let's send it over to the public address announcer here at Thomas and Mack Center, Marcus Paff.
Fans, at this time, please turn your attention to center court for the championship trophy presentation, hosted by ESPN's George Sedano.
Thank you so much. Joining us here is the executive director of the Las Vegas Summer League, Warren Legary, to present the NBA 2K26 Summer League Championship Trophy to the Charlotte Hornets, NBA 2K26 Summer League champions. Congratulations. Coach Gent, you don't have a lot of time with these guys when they arrive. How did you get these guys to coalesce so quickly?
It was the returning guys. You know, their character, their composure. You know, they endear people, great people first most. And as soon as we got in that gym, we blended really quickly, kept it simple about together and compete. And they rode that train all the way through to the championship.
This thing got hairy down the stretch, certainly. What was the message to the team? What were you guys discussing in those final huddles and moments?
It's a championship game. Like, it better be like this. I mean, that's what everybody wants to see anyway, so it works out well. In order to win a championship, you have to get through adversity. And there's going to be adversity in games, and they did exactly that.
Coach Gent, congratulations.
Thanks very much.
All right. Now, I'm joined by Eric Watson, the Vice President of Sales of Operations at Kia of America, who's here to present the NBA 2K26 Summer League Championship Game MVP Trophy to Kon Knueppel. Congratulations to Kon. Kon, get a pick there, and then we'll make our way over there. So, Kon, first of all, you're not wearing the headband anymore. I know you hated it. So, what was it like to play through the headband?
That sucked. Look bad, play bad, but I didn't. Typically that happens, but it didn't happen tonight.
No, you played pretty well, certainly. All right, you heard your coach say the older guys, the experienced guys, helped you guys. You're a first-timer here. What was the experience like with those veteran guys on your roster?
It was good. I mean, we wanted to compete and be together. Those were the two things that we said from the first day. So those older guys really helped instill that in us, and we saw it each game.
And for you, what has this experience been like, culminating in a championship?
I mean, you always, I said before, if we were going to come here, that we should win. And so that's what we did.
Well, congratulations. Go celebrate with your team.
I will.
All right, there he is, Kon Knueppel. All right, congratulations once again to Kon Knueppel and the Charlotte Hornets, first-time Summer League champions.
And the Hornets will look to build on that come training camp in hopes of contending for the postseason. They have missed the playoffs 9 straight years, 3 straight years under 30 wins, but with a nice young roster, they'll hope to be a factor in the East this coming season. Thanks for watching the NBA on ESPN. For George Sedano, Corey Alexander, our entire outstanding production team throughout the entire 10 days of action here in Las Vegas. I'm Dave Pasch saying so long from Thomas and Mack Center. Sports Center coming up next.